Okay, so listen. I feel, this is my opinion on marriage. I feel like when it comes to kids, me having a child, I have to be married. That's just me. I'm not finna go into marriage as single. Some people don't go into marriage as a single because some people have relationships and they have kids. Which fine, it starts something like that, relationship, whatever you want to call it. But the man or whoever does not want to stay there with that person, which I feel like it's like I said, communication, solve the problem, fix the problem, and work on it. Because I feel as once you win, it's no, like it's freaking death row. When you with me, you gotta sign a contract with me. There is no out. We all gonna die together.
And you really believe that, boy?
Yep. And I'm gonna stand on that.
So if when you get married, and this man decides not to be with you no longer,
she gonna Suge Knight his ass. That's what she said.
hopefully that makes sense.
This a toxic bitch right here. She's
serious.
And I might be that.
Yeah.
I might be that.
Is that because you don't want to do it by yourself? That's your fear?
I don't want to do it by myself. I don't. And I salute you, bestie. Are you single mom? No, she's not single mom. I salute you. I respect you. You know what I'm saying? I love you. But I just can't do that for myself.
Without the marriage. So what happens? What happens if you tend to have a baby before marriage? Are you gonna be pressuring your child's father to marry you? Because what if that's still something you don't want?
It's not gonna happen. Let me tell y'all what I am. Ready?
Okay, go.
I am the queen of P. And when I say I'm the queen of P, it's Plan B. Okay? I'm the queen of Plan B. You want to mess with me? I'm gonna let you think it's gonna be a baby coming along, but it's not.
So why would you even go through all of that?
Yeah.
I don't want to go through that. He put me through that.
So what if you get the ring and get married, and then it's like, surprise, bitch?
Where the ring at?
No, this is hypothetical. If you had the ring.
If I had the ring, okay, we'll have a baby.
Because how do you know that the marriage that you are saying that you gotta have before you have this baby is gonna be like it's gonna be fulfilling for you? How do you know that?
Well, God said you're supposed to be married. It's in the Bible.
Okay, I get that you want to do it the right way, and there's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes marriage ain't the end all be all.
Right, you right.
And that doesn't mean that because you got married before you brought a child into this world, that it's gonna be everything that you wish, hope, and believe it's gonna be.
Right. You have some people that are not married with children are just as happy as opposed to the people that are married with children.
Right. I've been reading a lot of stuff. I've been reading a lot of that.
Yeah. So the reality of it is really like taking a chance. Yeah. That's even without the kids, even with being in your marriage. You still taking a chance because it don't always work out, and it's definitely not always peaches and cream. Right. When you're with your significant other, people change, and anything could happen. And this is the best thing that I'm going to ask you. You saying when you get married and you have this kid, he's not gonna leave. That's your motto.
That's not my motto. Oh no, you're saying like I'm telling him that he's not gonna leave.
Right.
Oh yes, he's not.
What if he die?
Well, that's different.
No, it's not. The nigga gone. Like the only way. The nigga gone. The nigga can't raise the kid from the grave.
Yeah, and you
know what?
He got no darn life insurance. Where?
That's even worse, bitch.
I said he don't have no life insurance.
That's worse. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
You should want him.
You should want him to have life insurance so in case he die.
No. I get what y'all saying. I'm saying if he does die, hypothetically he does have life insurance. Good, we're good. But 9 times he probably doesn't have life insurance because a lot of guys out here don't even think about that.
So again, we might want you to wait with the whole marriage situation and with the kids situation, even because sometimes Plan B mess up. You have some people that get pregnant.
Trust me.
With Plan B.
Trust me.
Any type of
trust me.
IUD, anything, birth control. It does not always.
I got pregnant on Plan B. Took Plan B that same night, nigga. I ain't wait till the morning time. Still got pregnant.
Yeah.
And my baby Leanna, I had birth control.
How was the sex?
Sex was great.
That's why.
No, baby. Technology failed me.
Exactly.
But I'm not going to say that it was a fail because my baby is here and I love that girl to death. But
I just feel like, and it's your opinion, because I think it's more of the madness and having to deal with the fact of, if I marry this man, had this baby, he tried to leave me, I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah.
That thought process, and I get it. That's fine.
It's crazy thought process.
And I'm glad.
And I'm still gonna stand on that.
And that's fine.
Yeah, don't
but
let
I
us
just
sway your
want
opinion at all. Stand
we just
on it.
want you to be mindful of that, because like with me, I've been married before. In the beginning, it was great. Everything was fairy tales. Everything was great. But we living in reality.
Yeah.
And here it is with my marriage that did not work. In the process of during my marriage, miscarriages. So obviously it wasn't meant for me to be married to that person to have kids, because I've always desired children or a child or whatever. And I got with my child's father, and here she is. We're not married.
Right.
I'm not rushing to get married.
Okay, so
Just being honest with the situation, because I've done that. And I feel like people be trying to put like this, not you, I'm just saying, people be trying to put this time frame or this, y'all might as well. We have been doing just good and fine, good and bad with where we are. And who's to say I'm going to marry him or he's going to marry me? Just being real. But him leaving, if that's what he chooses to do,
let his ass go.
bye.
where you thought you were
Same
going?
thing with me.
I mean,
I'm
I'm not knocking your opinion, because I do feel the same thing. I feel like if I have another kid, it ain't gonna be no more baby daddy shit. It's gonna be my husband. So I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I don't want you to believe the notion that, because we're married and we're bringing a kid into this, that everything's
We're
gonna be
stay
fine
together.
and dandy and it's
No,
gonna be
I know
happily
it's not
ever
gonna be
after.
fine. That I know, because everything's not gonna be that. Nothing is perfect.
So since you said
Right,
that
but
it's
so-
not going to be the
right.
whole, we're going to stay together either.
Oh, we're gonna stay together.
Okay.
But I'm saying you can do that. You can do that. You don't have to have the we're married on it. Like, you can have that outlook on just being in a relationship with this dude.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like she get more.
I've been in a relationship.
She get more ugly with the marriage tied to it.
Yeah,
Yes,
because
it
you
does.
sign the paper. You need to sign them papers. You can sign that too, because you're not getting anything. But the fact of the matter, I've been in a relationship. I've been in a 5-year relationship, Rico. Then I did this 4-year relationship with Roddy. Okay. That to me, I feel like we're married. We're not married because we're gonna sign no papers or anything of that nature. Yes. But if we're gonna still continue to be in this relationship, if West Nine wasn't where he is now, we'd probably still be together. We put a ring on it back then, but we did not go down, walk the aisle. We
It's
had
a reason for that.
right, because we couldn't, because he young and I'm young, but at the same time, everything was gonna fall into place because he would have had a good ass job. But see, he wasn't mentally there, credential wise. But that's it.
And so by you saying that, you would want that to be your husband. But you're saying that he wasn't mentally there. We were young. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. But you're still putting this high. You're putting marriage on this high pedestal.
That was then. Though. I'm 33 now.
But you
So
still
we
got the
still
same
look at it,
outlook.
yeah.
I still want to be married.
We're not knocking the one to
Right.
be married.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's great. And let me just say this. Marriage is a wonderful thing. It really is. I promise you it is. Reality-wise, if it gets to the point where it's no longer, if somebody wants to leave you alone and say forget you even after they married you, you're going to hurt. I feel you will hurt yourself more trying to make it be something when that person has checked out. Because then you're going to start dealing with them acting out on the fact of them not wanting to be with you. And you think just because I signed this paper, I'm just going to stay with you and we're going to live happily ever after because I no longer want you. Now I'm finna show you that I don't want you. I'm finna start cheating on you. I'm going to probably start bringing you STDs if I still decide to deal with you.
Wait, had to ride that.
Because it's reality. I might even, I'm going to make it even worse. I'm probably going to have another kid on you to show you even more so that I don't want you. I can even still already had a kid with you and have another kid with somebody else because people find time to do what the fuck they want to do.
Nigga.
When they don't care no longer about your feelings or you,
Where you thought you were going?
out. You can't control that.
She leaving us?
You can't control that. You can't control
So
that.
you leaving us?
It's a given. If I no longer want it, what you gonna do? Because I'm gonna fight you.
And if that person don't want it, don't make them don't force that shit on them.
That they don't.
It's gonna be more on you. It's gonna weigh more on you. It's gonna cause you more distress, you more sorrow, you more anguish.
For nothing.
Right.
Why that person still obviously feel the way they felt because they didn't already.
I mean,
came
granted,
and said,
I get
ain't
it.
taking away from your opinion now. I don't want you to. I'm not on that because that's how you feel and that's what you still choose to do. That's you. I'm just saying from dealing with it and being in that situation at one point in time. Marriage is a great thing. It's just you can't make nobody stay if they don't.
I feel like we're all hung up on this marriage thing because marriage kind of validates that you were successful in the relationship, that no parts of your relationship fail. I feel like marriage kind of validates like, oh, I made it. So I get it, but
reality,
yeah,
living in reality.
Like
it don't always turn out like that.
I'm not gonna say it's not all chopped up to what people make it is because I have seen some beautiful, long lasting marriages, right. And I'm like, that's why
that's what you want.
That, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not putting the pressure on nobody whether you marry me or not. I'm not putting the pressure on you to stay. I don't care if we got a kid or not.
Yeah.
Okay, well, like she said before, how I grew up. So I grew up into a 50-year marriage or whatever. So I grew up around that. So that's what I want. And I'm not saying like, back in the day type love is not today's type of love, which we know that. So it's hard to do that. And at the same time, when I come back and say like being in a relationship in a long time, I feel like, okay, if y'all gonna break up with each other, it's just a waste of time. I gotta start over again with a whole new person.
You have to do that regardless of the fact that you were married.
Even if I'm not, like that's just being, I got to go again to a whole nother person. I don't want to do that.
People in 5, 10, 15, 20, 50-year marriages every day.
I can't do it.
And relationships too. Some people, it's just, it depends on the person.
Right.
And it depends if you stop putting in the work. Because every relationship that you in, whether it's relationship, friendship, whatever, you have to put in the work. And
right.
people do change. That same person you woke up to that was just ooh and ah is not that person every day.
Right.
No one is willing to, I feel, work like they used to. And again, just because we got this paper, that paper just adding basically who gonna get what if this shit choose to go left.
Right.
If that's been set up that way.
Right.
Because you got some people in their marriages that's making plans to not be with you.
Right.
And to set themselves up. If I leave this person, since they know that you're going to be crazy, I got to play it to the left a little bit to try to set myself up for greatness when I know this is how this person is coming with me. So to me, again, not discrediting your opinion, but when it comes to that, you just got to be mindful. If that person is for you and you're willing to go through those things, by all means, go through it. Right. But it comes upon a time with everything, even when your marriage or your relationship still lasts, things change. That person that could run at one point in time, you might have to help them. Right. Are you willing to go through those things? That person that was once able to be up all the time may be down. Looks change. Health change.
That sex that was one hitting, and now the man won't stand up. What you gonna do?
They might not even be able to carry out their performance, or
I would be okay if we don't have no sex no more. I'll be okay with that.
So let me ask you, Billie, what is it about this marriage that is just like it's either gonna be this or it ain't gonna be nothing? What is that? Like,
no, she ain't saying it's not gonna be nothing. It's gonna be something whether you want it to be or not. That's what she's saying.
But she's saying, like she said that she's not gonna bring no kids, no nothing until she's married.
I'm just not doing that.
So I'm saying why is it just it's either marriage or it's nothing? Why is it like that?
Because I'm not finna bring a baby in the world like that.
So why do you go through these 5-year, 4-year relationships?
Man, I plan on being longer than that. But clearly, I'm the one who got crossed out. I always get crossed out.
Okay, so in the event, like, say for instance, the relationship did work, and y'all did have a child, but then it may be you, because to me, God have a way of laughing at what we say. You know what I'm saying? To show something totally different. How you're going at it, in my opinion, you like, okay, once we marry and I gonna give you this baby, you not going nowhere. Then something will transpire to where you might decide to go somewhere. So what if he feels like that you're not going anywhere, or it's going to be a
fatal
whole situation?
Attraction. Fatal attraction. Yes.
Screaming.
It is a fatal attraction because if this man over here crazier than me, he gonna come for me. He gonna take my child too, or the other way around. Or we can go to war.
I don't think I want that type of man.
Me either.
I don't
want that type of attraction.
I don't want that either. I'm just saying, y'all don't watch Fatal Attraction?
Yeah, I've seen.
I mean,
I watch
it's
all the
real.
time.
It's real.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, like, with Goldilocks around here. The other day, boy, I swear, I thought it was about to be Fatal Attraction. I really did. I said,
I think I do want to get married. I mean, the relationships that I have been in does have me kind of skeptical. I'm like, oh, maybe that ain't what I want, because I've seen how ugly this shit can end with nothing tied to it.
Yep.
So it does make you go forth and kind of like, oh, maybe marriage ain't all chopped up to what people say it is. So I get what you're saying. I think it's a beautiful thing to be married, but I think that we hold marriage to this high pedestal, and we use that as females to validate our worth.
Yeah.
That's how I personally feel. And
I
I'm
agree.
saying that because that's how I have felt.
Yeah.
I felt like if a nigga didn't marry me, what am I really worth in this relationship? And marriage don't define your worth.
It don't.
Because there's a lot of people married and ain't
miserable
happy at all.
A lot of people in relationships miserable.
But
To
the
me,
only reason
I
they
just-
still there is because they got kids. That's how some of them look at it like that.
But people stay like that in relationships. I stayed
Yep.
with both of my kids that because of my kids.
Yeah.
Not my first one, but my second one, I stayed because of the kids. Not solely because of them, but a big percentage.
Right.
Like a big portion is why I stayed, because I'm like, I didn't want another failed relationship.
Right.
But at the end of the day, what do I have? I still don't got no marriage. I still got these fucking kids.
That's what I'm saying.
And then you got to look at it also too, not to cut you off, but to me, I feel like whatever works best for you, whether it's the ring or not, that ring don't change nothing. It depends on you and that person.
You're right.
If things come about in that way to make it better or even worse, because you know that's part of your vows, whatever comes there, it's going to be on y'all. Because I've seen people that still not married and happy as hell. And I've seen people that are married and miserable as fuck.
Right.
Or have been married and they happy, and you got some people, because to me, I feel like without the paper, it's like, well, since this shit over, we just go. Marriage takes a breakdown. It takes divorce takes your money, takes your mental in a whole different way.
And I think that's our relationship.
That's true.
But
That's true.
you can't nobody enforce shit on something they don't got no papers.
That's
to.
true.
And I think that's why people go that route. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I have seen relationships end, and it ends so fucking ugly.
Yeah.
And you think I want to take this same ugly to the courtroom?
Exactly.
Nigga, now we're going to be fighting over bank accounts. We're going to be fighting over custody of the kids.
Right.
We fighting over shit that...
Then I done gave you a kid on top of that, and then I got to deal with that too. Then we still got to deal with the aftermath with having a kid. Because once a person is done with you or y'all are done, that person go on with their life, and as a mama, you're stuck.
That's what I'm saying.
But it depends on that man too, how active he is with his child, because you cannot be with somebody and they still have access to their child. That's why I feel like it can be a mess up too. When something is done, you shouldn't be worried about what that other person got going on. Y'all should just be in, as they say, the co-parenting for the sake of the child. Some women don't know how to let that shit go because they're still holding on to I shoulda, coulda, wouldas, and what we had.
Okay. So
I just won't have any kids.
So what are you doing, or how are you setting yourself up
That's good.
for the next person that comes into your life? Like, how are you setting yourself up?
I'm not. I don't feel like I'm good enough.
Don't say that.
No, I really do.
Don't.
I really do feel like that, because I feel being this last relationship I was in, I feel like you said, I know you, you know me, and now you want me to start over. I'm not finna start over nothing. I feel like you told me this, that, and the other, and you did the opposite. Like you said I betrayed you, but you betrayed me. And so now it's to the point.
What we not finna do, Billie?
What?
We is not finna let no dog ass
No.
nigga determine our worth.
No.
And
We don't do that on
We not
Queen's
finna do
Opinion.
that.
Understandable.
Because you know you know
Right.
that you a good ass woman. You can't hold yourself accountable for the next man's actions.
Right. But I'm just saying, right now, I'm in a mental state and I'm not good enough. Because if you did something like that foul to me, for as telling me, like, you're not even telling me, like, showing me like you're not going to be with me anymore, but you telling me that you're going to be with me, but you really not, and I had to hear it from her or whoever the case may be, you're showing me that I'm not good enough. I was not.
That's showing you
right.
that.
I know, but that makes me
Somebody
feel
else.
like somebody else. I'm 33 now. I don't got no, I mean, I had two people put a ring on my hand. we didn't get married, of course, but you did that. But still, like, I'm 33. Like, I don't want to sit here or whatever the case may be. And of course, in the beginning stage, you put a ring on me. Of course, it's the beginning. It's not finna be anything because it's the beginning. We just started. You just met me on top of that. So I'm not even fazed by that.
So I just feel like you just channeling and dealing with your own internal issues at this moment because you're hurting. Okay. And that's what's making you react to how you feel. Okay. But we should never be caught up on the point of never saying never. Yeah. Because anything can transpire. Mm-hmm. And when it's that man for you, even with I don't feel like I'm good enough, he's going to come along in time because you're going to come up out of that. We're going to speak you coming up out of that because you are something. You are somebody. But he'll come in, breaking all those barriers, and you're not going to even remember what that person did to you because they're null and void by now.
Right. We just got to make sure we ain't choosing the same type of nigga.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
You know, because we get used to that person, and it seems like those type of people have a magnet to us. Like we constantly attract those type of people, and by constantly attracting those type of people, we be like, damn, this shit failed. Yep. It's me. Yeah. You should attract next person. It failed. It's me. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We just got to make a conscious decision
of our choices.
Exactly. You got to be aware of your choices. Yep. Don't ever let no man validate. Like I said, I done been in 2 long-term relationships. And do I feel like part of our breakup was on me? Yeah. I ain't perfect. But did I try? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. But I'm not letting none of them motherfuckers determine my worth and how I feel about myself. Mm-hmm. I'm just looking at it. You want for me, I want for you, and we gonna keep it pushing. Yeah. So
it sounds so good. It sounds so good because I be talking shit like that, but I come back and get my little bubble and cry and like, yeah.
And you human, like you're gonna go through that. Like when I went through my divorce, I thought I'd never talk to anybody. That's all I knew. Yeah. That's all I knew. I'm talking about I felt like I went through the wrinkle of stuff. Yeah. I did the whole tattoo in the name. Mm-hmm. Like I said, went through miscarriages. Almost tried to kill myself. Yeah. And then I had to wake the fuck up because that's what life was still doing. Yeah. I tried to date again. That shit didn't work. Then here comes me with my daughter's father. Mm-hmm. And because when I'm in a relationship or into something, I'm long term, or at least try to be. Right. But I'm just gonna say, it's always somebody out there for somebody. Mm-hmm. Even when that person is no longer for you or for you, that does not mean that you have actually failed. It's just you get another chance to do it again in time, because it takes healing with yourself in time and moving forward.
Self-love.
Definitely self-love.
Well, I'm gonna keep you in my thoughts because I really don't want you feeling like that. I really don't.
I'm goofy, but I mean, I'm being my own. I think me being goofy and all that stuff will delete everything out my mental. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That you just gonna suppress your feelings, and so you gonna have this goofy demeanor. Yeah. And so won't nobody know like she's really broken inside.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that's what we do. Like.
Okay, guys. So we're gonna chop this up. Okay. And we're gonna run this back again next week. Episode 2. Y'all good with that?
Yeah, we good. We can keep the party going with it. We love. Okay. We got us a guest and company. Okay. Yeah, we love to talk because it's always us.
Okay. We love to talk our shit. And I feel like I'm goddamn Miss Phil. Mrs. Dr. Phil. Okay.
Okay. Just playing. I'm just the assistant, but go ahead.
Anyway, y'all.
And they both taken, but go ahead.
Thank y'all so much for tuning into Queen's Opinion Podcast. Queen Kira, what you gonna close us out with?
So I'm gonna close us out with this. When you know your self-worth, you don't need a calculator. So we have to be mindful of the things that we speak and the things that we receive. And just know also, in starting over, that does not mean that you have failed. Because sometimes starting over makes it better. And you see things for what and who they are. And just know your self-worth. Love on yourself. Heal. Take the time out for yourself. On Queen's Opinion Podcast, We're going to always encourage our women, everybody, to just stay focused, stay grounded, and know and love who you are. And with that being said, we just going to continue to keep each other uplifted, stay positive, and stay tuned for the next episode of Queen